starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and short, Daniels. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. It will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Pushing for the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Evans with the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Andrews with the catch. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. From the gun, McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Play made by Deron Payne. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun is Purdy. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Panthers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs with that Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's going to push one deep down the road. Brought in inside the 20. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Play fake here, Daniels. He has the Carolina touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And that's no No good. His second missed extra point of the day. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Hits it through the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Purdy. He's got Andrews. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
1st down throw by Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Purdy setting up that play action. Pushing for the end zone. It lost the football. It's knocked loose. And that goes out through the end zone. So a costly turnover, a would-be touchdown. Going to be a touchback instead. Ball coming out to the 20. A give left side for Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 2-minute warning here in the 1st half. The Panthers pushing for points. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Daniels now. And And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. His work begins at the 31. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pressure comes, Purdy. He put everything he had in it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Giants trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. This finds Evans, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked out by the Giants.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Pretty throwing here on 1st. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Well, he needed another 2nd to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Running back sent in motion. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. You're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Pass on for the extra point. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. A half a play still to go here as we're back to football in München. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Purdy. Gets this one to Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Purdy on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants push the lead to 2 scores now. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for Daniels. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. They want to run it across. And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete. It's McLaurin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun is Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long, Purdy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Amendola able to put it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
2nd down and 10. Daniels finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
First down throw by Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that's sure all.
That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with...
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Third and goal, McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get 3, and it leaves them very close. 4th and goal from the 2.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now third and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Takes it just shy of that end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Daniels now. He's on the move. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 27. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Shane Thompson. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Again, here's McCaffrey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of it.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Giants get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Completed here to McCaffrey. He's still going at the 30. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 3-score game in the 4th. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Out of the gun, Daniels getting out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. So the Giants come away with the win. And the trip to Germany was for business, Brock. They certainly got some pleasure out of this trip, too, with a victory.